Alongside Pirates head men's basketball coach Janson Hightower, I'm McConnico. Welcome all of you joining us, talking Southwestern University athletics. And the Pirates emphatic in their victory over the University of Dallas. Dallas, the first team to beat them in the SEAC this season. And Coach, your team came back and really made a statement in this one.
It was fun. They're a really good team. I think before this weekend they were 4-2 in the league, and it's nice having TLU as a travel partner because they're always good and tough, and they had to go play them in their place and lost a tough game. And our guys were, I thought we played well Tuesday night versus Texas Lutheran, and one of their bench players had a good game, and we didn't shoot it particularly well. But I thought we were pretty good defensively and just came up short against the #1 team in the SCAC. So we were ready Saturday. Kind of a revenge game a little bit, and we came out just very aggressive defensively, and then it helps when you make shots. If you get stops, you can convert that easier into points. It was a really good call by Coach Graham to go 1-3-1 on made shots, so that was something we don't do a ton of, and hadn't even practiced that much, so it's nice when the guys can go execute the game plan and do it well. It makes it much more rewarding and exciting for everybody. So the defense was there, especially the first half, and if they don't call some fouls, I thought some ticky-tack stuff, they don't score very much at all. So both ends was just emphatic and executed very well. So it was really, really nice to see almost a whole 40 minutes of really good basketball.
Yeah, one of the most complete games your team has played this season. You got the 93-67 victory, but talking about that first half, you were up 47-23 at the break. You held them to just 6 made field goals in the first half. You forced them into 9 turnovers. That 1-3-1 really coming up, paying big dividends. Offensively, though, we've seen a new look, this kind of high-low look that's also working out for you.
Yeah, we put it in probably a month ago, but I think they're calling fewer hand checks in the game, which I'm okay with. But we went to the dribble drive stuff because there was so many fouls being called on the ball, and it's weird. They've kind of stopped doing it as much, but nothing changed about the rules. So anyway, you try to adjust to the game and what's being called, and Brandon Alexander and Jake Holmes are 2 of our better players. Brandon is probably our best offensive player. And Jake's very efficient down there, so a smart coach would probably want to get those guys more touches, or make sure they get the touches, and then your other 3 can play off of those guys and still get their shots, which they did. And so it just gets those guys control in the middle. It's forcing them to guard post-ups, and Brandon may be one of the best low post players in the conference. He was very efficient down there in post fadeaways and hooks, and he can make free throws. So if he gets fouled, he was 82% from the line. So that's been a really good look, and it's simple, and you get screens in it for your shooters. Yoel got in a couple times, Wheeler got a couple open looks, and so it's good for us, and it's a good change of pace. I think against good scouted opponents, you got to have another look offensively. So that's kind of what's been for us.
Speaking of Brandon Alexander, he's been in double digits scoring pretty much every game in conference this season. You mentioned previously he may be the best player in the SEAC. Do you think he's starting to get the respect he deserves across the conference?
I think he started to earn it last year. And as a first-year sophomore, I thought, people took notice. But I think they're seeing his complete game now. I think he's averaging 7.3 rebounds in conference and 20 points. And again, people know the scoring and the shooting's there, but he's doing it off the dribble. He's making floaters. He's posting up, and of course making threes, and then he's rebounding. And I think and the key is, can we win games as a team? And that's what we say is you're never going to get Player of the Week, All SCAC first team, or Player of the Year if your team doesn't win. And so they know that, and so they want the team to win more than anything. And so it's good to see that trajectory going for him and us. That if it continues, he could be Player of the Year in the league. So he keeps working.
Big game tonight. Trinity in town. Always a good one when the Tigers and Pirates get together. It'll be a 7:30 p.m. tip-off here at the Robertson Center. We will have it for you on SouthwesternPirates.com. Coach, doesn't need to be a whole lot said when Trinity and Southwestern go at it.
It's just going to be a fun game. It's going to be a battle. Doesn't matter what our rosters look like. The games are good and competitive, and Coach Cunningham does a good job there. And they had a huge roster to start the year, and so they've got size, and they look really good getting off the bus in the airport. So we gotta. They don't particularly shoot the three well, so gotta stop their penetration. And I think we play a lot faster than them. So who can control the tempo is going to be the key. I know our guys will come out ready. This is our last game for 10 days, and so we're going to ask you got to leave it all out there, so we have a good taste and feeling before we play again up in Colorado. So it's a good game. I mean, they played a really good non-conference schedule that's affected their record, but they beat Colorado last weekend, and they're coming off a win. So it'll be, and they got picked, I think, to win the league.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's motivation for us. Coach Graham posted the standings up in the locker room just to remind the guys that we were picked 5th and where people were. So we have the motivation to go out there and do well tonight.
Always good when Southwestern and Trinity go at it. 7:30 p.m. tip-off tonight at the Robertson Center. If you can't join us, we'll have it for you on southwesternpirates.com. Coach, we look forward to it. Good luck this evening.
Yeah, last thing is Coaches vs. Cancer Week. Suits and sneakers this week all across the nation. So you see the big-time coaches wearing sneakers with their suits and trying to raise funds and awareness for cancer prevention, as well as research. So cancer.org, you can get involved, and it'll be mentioned tonight at the game.
And this is something that unfortunately has affected almost all of us, but it's affected your program as well.
Yeah, the McCormick brothers have, thankfully, their mom battled and successfully beat breast cancer, which is awesome. An incredible story. And Justin and others will be wearing pink tonight, shoes or laces or socks to, again, raise awareness and hopefully some funds for research, and just something that continues to affect a lot of people, but I think get better the more we can put it out there. So really happy for the McCormicks and their family, and go forward and hopefully help others as well.
And again, we encourage you, anything you can, time, money, cancer.org is the place to go to check it out, because as Coach said, the more people that get involved, the greater chances of bringing the scourge of a disease down. So again, we encourage you, cancer.org is the place to go. And the Pirates and the Tigers tonight, Trinity in town, an SCAC doubleheader. The women tip at 5:30, the men at 7:30 right here at the Robertson Center. Thanks again, Coach.
Thank you.